everyone, and welcome back to Hollow Knight Silksong. This is episode 8. Last time, we were having just a really easy go of things. Everything in the game was just presenting not enough of a challenge, and hopefully in this episode, we will discover more challenging things along the way. So we've had a look around some previous areas. I need to get a different type of pin for my NPCs. We delivered the moss berries. We took on a skull tyrant to complete a wish in the marrow. We also took on the double moss mother in the weave nest Atla. Really, really cool area. We met a prisoner that is also a crossbreed weaver called Eva. And she can look into our soul. I'm really curious to see how that's going to develop lore-wise and what more we can discover there. But for now, we're going to continue our backtracking journey. So we're going to fast travel. I'm trying to look at locations here. I think I might go to Pilgrim's Rest, and I will start exploring from Pilgrim's Rest, check out what's going on in the far fields that connects to the deep docks, make our way up into Hunter's March, check out up there. We can do the chapel that I've marked, and then the chapel in Greymoor. So that's kind of what I'm going to be working towards today. Instead of pushing forwards into new, unknown, scary lands, we are going to explore the lands currently available to us. So let's travel to the far fields and see what we can find out. Thank you very much, my bell beast friend. I will put in the rosaries for this bench now. Mark that one on the map for me. Very good. And we can be very grateful for... Oh, it's one of those. No, it's not one of those. I thought that was going to be one of those bugs. That's only available in the marrow. Silly me. I kind of want to get a refresher on this vendor specifically as well. Oh, yes, that's the ant training ground. That one. I want to go this way. I want to be reminded about what's going on here. Oh, there were... Oh, no. I think this is where Sherma was before, playing the music. And they were outside. And, unfortunately, that pilgrim has been lost to madness because they were not able to be protected. So that's a shame. There's also something here. And I do remember I've got to pay to get in this stupid place, and then I can buy stuff in there. How do we get this open, I wonder? Very curious. We might need to get there from a different area and then it curves around or something. I don't know. How much does this cost to get in again? They want a 30 rosary donation. I'm going to save my rosaries because we're going to go to Hunter's March, that warrior. I think that's what I'm most curious about financially. And buying those little treats. This will take us to greymoor, so I kind of want to go the other way. We want to go this way. Oh, God. A very fun thing about the map sometimes, though, is like there's like rooms that you can walk into and then it like classifies them as explored when you've actually just like kind of turned around and gone the other way. And sometimes I forget, oops, sometimes I forget like what rooms those are. I think there's one of those in the deep docks. Go down here. Hey. Some beads that I've yet to possess. None of that, mate. There's a flea in here. Flea, you are free. Nice. See, when I see the flea in those beads, I'm like, did I even explore this room? That's the kind of thing, like, it's marked off on my map, but my brain is like, maybe I just wandered in and then immediately left. And if I don't make a mental note of that somewhere, we're kind of screwed, unless I'm coming across it backtracking. So I'll try and do that in future. Look at this. Yeah. I'll try and do that in future. Like, if I enter a room and then I leave it, I'll need to make a note of it. How'd you get back up there, sir? Oh, I thought you'd be going the other way, but that's okay. That was overkill. Oh my god, are these going to their deaths? Almost. Okay, that was actually a successful room to venture into, because it seemed largely unexplored. So back here, we haven't gone up above here. So this is going to be new for us. I can do this. I feel like I can do this. Sometimes you just don't need to glide. Okay, where's this? Nice. Chill, calm, relaxed, zen zone backtracking, going well. I haven't stumbled into a boss that takes all of my health and then like shits on me at the same time, so that's good. Feeling good about that. This is just some, you know, nice exploration. Nice. We've got a gate open over there in the Deep Docks bench. It's So that's very good. What's going on over here, though? Yes, classic. Oh. Oh my god, what the hell? What the fuck? Okay. Oh. Okay, we just... Oh, we're doing this blind, so... Oh god. Dude, okay. Hell yeah. So that's what we have to look forward to. We have an interesting little traversal. And as to not die, we will rest on the bench. Okay. Dude, okay. I did it the first try, and now I think that's like... The first try is always funny because it's the adrenaline. Oh my god, okay. What the hell? Oh! Okay. So close. Oh. Oh no. Oh, I was supposed to get there. Okay. 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 Oh. Yo. Platforming, baby. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. God, isn't it just so satisfying when you get it, though? Like, God, it sucks, but isn't it satisfying when you get it? Why would I want to free this guy? He's going to free himself anyway. This is my favorite thing about this type of bug being in jail, is they just... They could have left any time that they wanted to, you know? They're just empowered by, like, me leaving. Me approaching them, I should say. So this curves around where we've been before? Technically. Okay, we haven't been up here. Nice. Nice little hole. Hell yeah. Okay, that's this place. Cool. Nice reward. Feeling very stressed about what I'm in current possession of. I've never felt this way about my souls in Dark Souls. I'll tell you that much. I feel a major amount of dread. I think it's probably safer for us to go this way out than to go back the way we came. Oh yeah. Ooh. Hello. Let me just get all of these real quick. Good payday. Now, from here... Down here... So this is going to take us into Deep Docks territory. So we'll go check out this vendor that's here. We'll explore more of the Deep Docks area because I think that there's a spot that I haven't actually looked at here properly. And I will put on our magma bell. Can't remember the room it is exactly, but I'll wander around. It could be the one that's above us because there's a little bit of that room that hasn't been filled in yet. I also want to find out what that vendor below us is holding on to as well. And then we'll visit the vendor in Hunter's March above. I think that's a good plan. I'm going to have to find where Sherma's gone off to. Oh, right, yeah. Cool. So the Sting Shard, a stabbing trap. We can build it. It disturbs us, these devious implements you conceive to kill. Now, it needs a craft metal. We can buy that back at the first town. A crafting kit could be quite curious as well. I think I'll get it just to see what we can unlock. Yeah, let's unlock this crafting kit. Let's see what else is there. I mean, I've got the beads. I'd rather do this than lose my beads. Let's have a look. I have a crafting kit. A pouch for holding traps and tools. A fine crafting implements to increase their lethality. So our tool damage has a notch here. So I think we've got that. Then, yeah, I'd have to go get craft metal if I want to get this Sting Shard. So it's a stabbing trap, so I guess, like, I put it somewhere, and then, like, it'll hurt an enemy if they touch it or something, I would assume. So that might be something I have to come back for. There's an area right underneath the vendor that we have actually yet to travel into as well. So we'll go down there in a bit, but I'm going to do this first. This is a risky thing to fight now that I've put it on a small platform, and then we're going to lose those beads to the flames. Whoa, what is this thing? This is new. I haven't even seen that before. A hardbone hopper, grazing creature with sharp senses that nimbly retreats from danger. Okay. Silly little thing. This might be the room that I haven't actually gone into much. In that case, this might have been the one that we entered and then just... Yeah, there's beads here as well. Okay, cute. If only I could do that. So we have found a way up here. And that thing is just kind of having a cute time hopping. Okay, so I found a way into this section. Now that I've done that, I kind of want to go back so we can go to this spot underneath the vendor. Just rest here real quick. Okay. It's part of me that's like, I want to try and bounce on top of that creature as it travels. Whoa! As it travels along the way, but I just don't think that is sensible. Okay, so I can go this way now because I have a dash? No. It's a heavy door change with a simple padlock. That's another thing for that potential... So there's 2 simple locks that we've seen so far and 1 simple key that you can purchase back in Bone Bottom. So what I'll do is, I definitely need more things, of course, but I'm going to pop that bad boy over there. And then we've got a segment right there for us to explore, and a little pathway right there as well. So now we can go up here, because I have the ability to grab onto the wall. Oh God. What a mosquito with a little... Oh God. Ah! Okay. Mosquito. Big little mosquito. I said big little mosquito, because that is a perfect description. He's just a little guy, but he's just, you know, he's a big guy, but with a little attitude, you know. Big little mosquito. Okay. Oh, ew. Ew. What the fuck's going on there? But that's crazy. What's this guy? Wardenfly. Heavy, hairy jailer responsible for capturing sinners and punishing prisoners. Wow. Okay. That's a fly, not a mosquito. Huh. That's all that's this area? Alright. Does it respawn? How curious. Those bugs are dead in those pods. It reminds me of how you can get kidnapped in I think it's Dark Souls 3? No, Bloodborne. Like they're going to capture me in one of those things. Alright. We're back in Hunter's March. Best news of my life. I never have to do anything to do with those things anymore. And we can go up here too. So it's a double win for us. I'm going to rest at this bench actually. Bench. Now we've got more than enough to go shopping here. Hello. Kamok no Kugri. A curved claw, a fractured mask. Well, I'm going to assume this is like a boomerang style thing. I have no idea what this is. Which means I'm going to grab this. Thank you. Does it tell me what it is? Old bug skull carved for protection. Shields against critical damage. But it shatters? Oh, okay. It'll be repaired while resting on a bench. I was like, holy fuck, I just got a one-time use item for 260 beads. I'm going to uninstall. But that's okay. It restores at a bench. So shields against critical damage. I'm assuming that means if we were to die, or is it just one free double hit? I don't know. That's pretty useful, especially considering the fact that everything in this game is brutal. I'll probably use that to replace the magma bell. The curved claw is a tempting thing. Well, I'll come back for it. I'll enjoy what we have for now. I reckon we'll equip that mask right now. And resist that critical damage. Yeah, okay, it's the final... So, cool. There's a nice visual representation of it on the health bar. So we got a nice little protection. That'll come in handy when we're stressing the fuck out, when we're super weak. Okay, let's see what this is. We meet again, my old friend. Oh, with a friend. With a friend. Okay. With a friend. All good. All good. All good. Okay. Classic. I got baited. So as soon as we encounter that lovely gentleman, there's a flying friend. So we'll take out the flying friend first. So I can actually focus. Let me figure out how to do this. I reckon what I want to do is that. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Okay. Off to a good start here. Okay. Why do I get the feeling that that thing up there is stronger than the normal flying ant warriors that we've faced off against already? I get the feeling. Man, the jumping element of this boss, I really don't enjoy. Yeah, the jumping element of that I really don't like. I'm an airborne fighter. Obviously, the only way to avoid that attack is to be underneath it, because it's He's 5 times my size, plus that weapon takes up the whole entire screen, so... Oh, man. Right. That's good. That's good. That's my favorite. That's my favorite part. That's what I love. I love that too. Love that as well. Love that. Love that for me. Now I know that there's a big mentality of like, just come back later. That's not how this works. Do you get it? Because I know I can do it. Oh, I dodged the wrong direction? Cool. Honestly, there's like part of me that's like, maybe I should just go for the big dude first and ignore the flying one. I'm just gonna get really annoyed by those spears. It is funny that I think like when I reach the end of the game, I'm gonna consider that enemy type to be harder than some bosses. I find that to be funny. I don't have protecting against damage anymore. Yeah, Silksong really likes to do the ganging up on you routine in this game, more than I've felt ever before. Because like this guy's a challenge on his own, but then they go, put a fucking flying bug in there. Flying bug in there will do the trick. That's what we need. Also, make him jump across the whole entire gap and hit you in for double damage. I think that'd be really good. It's an interesting choice going through the flying one first or the one on the ground first, because they're both just as annoying as each other, I feel. Dude, what the fuck? Oh, dude. He's dead. Wow, that was lucky. Okay, he's dead. Scarguard. Theirs is a perfect shell for their duty, a wall of a warrior and an adept fighter. If I hope to claim their treasures, I must bring my best. And my best I did. Silly little bug guy has been defeated. Oh, he's got some treasures in here. We got the big bells too. God damn. See? Worth it. That's gonna be me probably buying a small key. I reckon. It'll just be the question of which door do I want to use that key on first, you know what I mean? Very good. Okay, done that. Definitely want to spend that before we do one of the chapels. Oh. So we're going to leave. I'm going to head down into the deep docks. And basically, I might go to Bone Bottom and... Oops. I might buy the... I might end up buying the metal instead to go for that weird spiky trap thing. As well as the magnetite brooch. I don't know. Undecided. Alright, so I can buy a Mars Shard here. Again, I feel like I'm only going to buy this Mars Shard if it's like my 4th piece, so I can just like fill the gap. So I'm not going to get that. We're going to get the craft metal. So I can potentially buy that trap. And I reckon we'll get the magnetite brooch. And then I'm going to just rosary string for the rest of them, I think. So that contains 60, right? So it costs like 20 of your beads. Yeah. So it does cost 20 beads to keep them safe. I'm feeling a little good about my security here. Like I've got a big one. So that's good. I need to go get that last purple flower. I think we'll try and focus on our existing quests that we've got as well. So one more polyp heart, crawbug clearing, and you speak to Craig. And yes, his name is Craig. And we'll find 2 more of these flint beetles in the marrow. I will make the purchase to protect some of these. You end up losing quite a bit. I think I'll leave it at that so I don't waste any more. And we're not going to get the symbol key just yet. There's 2 doorways that we could open, but I think I'll just leave it because of what I've bought instead. So we'll keep that on. I reckon instead of getting more shell shards, I will put that on because we're at maximum shell shards, so that's pretty good already. I'm just going to look around in the marrow now for these enemies, I guess. I think that would be just the smartest thing to do, to try and complete this mission. The marrow is a pretty big area, so I guess I'll start looking. We've done 1. There's 2 more in this area somewhere. Oh, that's cool. I'm tracking the oh, that's so sick. Look at that. I'm able to discover where it's been. That's amazing. Love that so much. Dancing around this simple creature as if it charges back and forth is the sort of game I delighted in as a child. Alas, I now have more pressing matters to attend to. Our Skull Scuttler we unlocked as well that says, in every land, creatures must find new and surprising ways to disguise themselves. One must be wary always. Huh. Oh, the concept of like Hornet being a tracker here hunting down a bug is such a creative decision. Love that a lot. Okay, here's our enemy. Such a fun enemy type. Oh, such a fun enemy type. Alright, there's our second flint gem. Okay, somewhere around here is going to be the last one. I assume it's probably going to be like nowhere close, so it's probably going to be deep in this place. Alright, we can track this one from here. Let's go find that third one. Did we just lose the hell? Oh, it's right there. I was like, did I just lose the scent? Fun. There we go. Alright, I've got my flint gems, so that's done. I'm feeling like we've got enough beads. Then I want to try this, and I want to try and succeed at it. Let's try and do this again. Okay, so I can hit it 15 times, and I can't miss 3 times. Alright, let's see how we go. I don't know if there's a time limit, so I'm just going to take my time with it. Great. I'm just going to take my time, he says. Oh. Nice. Oh, with 1 strike left, I felt the pressure of that. But we did it. Hola. Hola, that's it then. A lady has struck the target 15 times. A beautiful victory. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. A little levity is a balm in these troubled times, don't you think?
Buenera.
I'd have thought such games best saved for times of peace, but perhaps there is truth in what you say. And now that I have bested your challenge, you will produce the prize I have earned? Oh, of course. I see you have a tool pouch of your own there, full to bursting with baubles and trinkets, no doubt. I'll fit another pocket onto it so you can carry even more tools and shards with you. A fair prize, wouldn't you say? Tool pouch expanded. Okay. Pouch capacity and tool damage are at 1 notch each. There you go. Okay. Feeling good about that. I came back and I conquered that. The frolics haven't ended, my lady. If you'd like to really test yourself, we should play again. Hit the target 25 times and you'll earn yourself a beautiful necklace of rosaries. What say you? I would hope that would be a heavy necklace, but I would come back later. You know, you quit while you're ahead is what they tend to say, and that is exactly what I will do. Now, what I'd like to do now is... let's take a look at our map. Guys, I'm feeling pretty good about what we were just checking out. We're going to drop down here and see what's going on in this little section here. I want to see if we can do anything about that right now. Yes. Don't want to repeat my mistakes. Bounce myself out of there. Okay, so where are we? I can do this now, which I couldn't do before when we were last here. There you go. So I can now see what's going on up here. I'm trapped in a room. Okay. Oh, and I don't have my... okay, I don't have my magma resistance, so hopefully I won't need it. What? Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I panicked. I panicked and I lost it, is what I did there. I think that's what you would say. Shall I quickly read this? This kingdom appears more advanced in metalwork than my own ever was, in great part due to the natural heat source at its base. Working in such an environment is an impressive feat. Dude. Oh, how many do you want to put in here? Oh, man. Ah. I'm going to try my best not to call it lazy on their part for challenge equals more enemies on screen. I'm gonna try my best to respect their vision that they really felt that it was the best course of action to just... it's harder because there's more enemies on screen. They said, you know what we need to do? They said, you know what we need to do? We need to put more shit on screen. And then, when you die, you're going to get upset. And that means when you try again, because you're upset, you're going to perform worse than you would have normally. Because you're too busy going, oh, what the fuck? What I mean to say by that is the difficulty more so stems from like the chaos of what is going on instead of like the actual skill, like challenge of the enemies. It's just because there's a lot going on that you have to battle like your own fucking brain more so. You have to battle your own brain. You gotta press the right things, be in the right place, can't touch this, can't do that, can't go under here, can't touch that enemy, can't remember contact damage, remember to throw a tool in the air. And then on top of that, you've got people being, this game hasn't even been out for a month, and you've got fucking armchair experts that just say, simply do this. As if they haven't, you know, themselves just struggled on the same thing the whole time. We all started in the same place in this beautiful game, at the fucking bottom. I do find it really funny that even in a brand new release, you can't escape the backseating because you've got people that rush it to completion and they go, I'm an expert now. Okay, so there's going to be 4 of these things now. Nice. Of course, they're the last things, too. Okay. Ah, cool. So that was this area with the mask shard that was locked. Very, very nice. So we've finally done that. Feel good about that. Okay, so from this bench, we're going to this chapel, which I believe houses our friend, the savage Beastfly. So I'm going to go back and defeat this thing, and that's always a good sign. Oh my god. That's a great sign to start, is remembering how that works before we even get there. Okay. Very good. Let's go take on this savage Beastfly, and you know, give it what for, and say, hey man, enough of your crap. Alright, let's fight this thing. First, I will proceed to take contact damage from it, which is a great start. Then I will get hit by its attack. And then I will proceed to run into it and die. Yep. And then we have to deal with the fact that, you know, when you're fighting a boss, you're never just fighting the boss. You're fighting the boss and all of his fucking awful children. The boss goes, help, I can't do this on my own. It's really funny because, you know, coming from Software where people go, you can't summon. You gotta beat that boss on your own type of mentality. And we're playing in a game where the boss summons. The boss is the thing that summons. Oh. Oh my god, dude. I'm stuck. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. And then you go, I think I've got a handle on it, that's all good, and then you get hit by a bug, and then, you know, it's over. Alright. Easy boss. Easy boss. Defeated. The Savage Beastfly. By the way, there's another one in this game. It tells you. Can't wait to defeat it. Angered adult Beastfly with a weighty body and thickened hard shell mask. We have defeated the bloated, savage, whatever the fuck you want to call it, Beastfly. It's done. Oh, look how cool that is. Claim. Yeah, this is sick. Found the crest of Beast. Tear foes with savage slashes. Bind to enter a wild fury and steal life from prey. To change crest, open the crest screen of the menu while resting at a bench. Yo. What? Okay. Look at that pose. That pose is sick. What the hell? Do I just have that? I just have that automatically now. Crest of the Hunter and Crest of the Beast. Wow. And we can unlock slots on it with the memory locket. Okay. Are they different? They're yellow, but they have like a thing around them. So this is the fun part about getting a new crest, is it unequips everything that you have, which is a little bit annoying, but there you go. So this one only has 2 yellow spots on it in comparison to this one. So I don't know if I want to really utilize that, but the binding thing. Wow. Just look at my attack in general, though. Like I'm doing, like, triple slash. That's sick. Does that actually come with, like, a proper... Is it a damage increase? Oh, my downward slash is like a spin now. Whoa. Oh, that's so cool. Holy shit. I don't think it's stronger. But it's just that my attacks are different. You know what I mean? Oh, it's shut on me now. No more of that. That was really, really sick. Alright, I'm glad that we've done that. So I can remove that from my list. Now we want to go do the one that we discovered in Greymoor. Oh, that's so weird, that one. Yeah, wow. Okay, I don't have my traditional downward movement anymore either. So if you want to do your diagonal pogo, you don't have that anymore. You have that. So there's a little more momentum in your strike. I don't know if I'll really be with the jumping that we're doing. I don't know if that's going to feel really good, but I am going to put that on. It is good that the stuff that you have stays equipped. So I put this on. You can obviously change your tools and do some different ones if you want. So this is what the memory lockets are used for, but we might get another crest at the other place in Greymoor. So I'm actually thinking I'm going to not spend those memory lockets yet, because what if I like the other crest more, assuming we do get a crest reward. Switching crests does also mean switching tools, which also does mean spending beast shards to reload those tools, as you can see there. So you have to also be careful with that. Otherwise you could end up fucking shit up. So we're going to fast travel to Bellheart right now. So we're going to go back to a spot where we can get to Bellheart and then go into Greymoor. Oh my god. Sherma made it to Bellheart. How cute. And was sleeping. Ahoy there. Why, I must have dropped off to sleep as soon as I arrived. Certainly the Pilgrim's Way is exhausting, but a good rest is a reward unto itself. Now, isn't this a wondrous place? Golden bells for weary shells, haha. This settlement offers safety now, little pilgrim. Perhaps you should make a home here. You've done well to make it this far. and the roads ahead will only be more dangerous. Oh, dangerous they surely are, but I will gladly tread any path that holds wonders as magnificent as this, Red Maiden. I'll be off soon, once I'm good and rested. Beyond the wood lies the final climb, and then at last we shall reach the citadel. Which of us will reach the grand gate first? If it's me, I shall wait for you so we can enter together. Oh. So beyond the wood, the final climb. So yeah, up above the Shellwood, it seems that we have that fast travel, and then we can go from there. Maybe that goes around to the Cathedral. Now, this is what I've been looking forward to doing for a while. So, bit of a mess. We've got someone singing, we've got someone tapping their little thing, and we've got me playing my little needle in. Bit of a musical arrangement that doesn't really mesh super, super well together. Regardless, very nice that we got to see Sherma being here. My own tasks see me travel far, shopkeeper. If on my journey I happen upon the errant bug, I'll make sure to send them your way. So we do have that. And we can straight up purchase a rosary necklace. Where is it that we want to find them again? Let me check out my quest here. In Lower Shellwood. Oh, hang on. Let me go back to Bone Bottom. I got to turn in the flint beetles that we got. Forgot about that. Let me turn that in right now. And then we'll go to the chapel in Greymoor. Got another memory locket. Very nice. We will travel to the Greymoor fast travel spot specifically. So, there's a couple of spots that we've yet to check out in this section up here, which will probably lead into this stuff around the halfway home. The fleas live here now. We've found a few more, but that's where we're going. Okay. So I think, yeah, we wandered in here, we found the chapel and said that's going to be a chapel of probably some form of horrible boss at the end, so we'll save that for later, and here we are. So let's see what's waiting for us in Chapel of the Reaper. I'm almost tempted to rest, actually, below with the fleas and then have a checkpoint. I'm going to do that. Because I get the feeling that I will pass away. Cease to exist and all that. So I'll try and make our run back as painless as possible. How many fleas have I returned? We will camp here in these grey lands until more fleas find their way to the caravan. Please lend your aid to any of our fellows you see lost on the road. Let me refill. Oh, of course. Your hospitality is not free. That's okay. Your beautiful hospitality of, hey, come back and refill whenever you want, but it will cost you. Okay. Chapel of the Reaper, though. What a name for a location. Very chill. Oh, scissors. Oh, ah! Bam! Hitting before you hit the ground. Take that. Okay. Tricked me for a second there. I was like, is there a wall? Something behind there? Oh, claim. Oh, what? Oh my god, I was expecting some ridiculous boss fight. I could have done this when I was here last time. What am I binding out of this bug corpse right now? Oh! Wow, okay, so a chapel doesn't always equal a boss. Down the crest of the Reaper, attack with heavy arcing slashes and reap additional silk from enemies. Ooh. Cool. That was just a cheeky little room with some scissor guys. That was fun. Wow, so I have 2 crests now. Whoa. Okay. That's gonna be fun to give that a try. Wow, so... Okay. I even attack underneath when I'm like that. That's wild. That's a lot of fun. I like that a lot. Alright, the candles are out. Let's get out of here. And the chapel doors are closed. Look at this sprint slash thing that we have as well. Like, whoa. Whoa. So if we... This is really interesting, like the directional reactions to this. So if you go up and strike, it's an overhead. If you press up, you strike on the back of your head. And then you have that low arcing, like, whoom, if you press down. Not, but yeah. And that's the combo normally, like just up, down, up, down. That's so interesting. And then we've got boom. Like I can do that to a wall climb. It's, yeah. How, like, techie. That's really interesting. It's kind of almost the downward pogo. Like, almost. It almost is. Because there's not such an aggressive diagonal strike. I almost have, like, our normal just downward pogo back. The only thing I would need to test about that is, like, how much Oh. Wait, what does binding the crest do? What is this? What is... I think this is going to be my thing that I use. It's also got... yeah. This is what I want to use. Because I've got 3 memory things. Yeah. I'm so glad that I held on to my memory lockets. Because I'm going to just enjoy this immediately. That I'll be able to equip 2 of those. And I like whatever this is. So we'll be able to switch between those 2, slowly level up the other one. Oh. Because you can sprint, strike, and then sprint, strike. Because this one tells you if you bind, you enter Wild Fury. This one, I think this might be reaping additional silk, like while this is active. So that's pretty sick. Like it would make sense, like Reaper, for like definition of that. That when you heal, you can then hit enemies and get silk faster or something. That is the coolest thing ever. I'm very happy that we've gotten that. I'm just obviously I'm going and I'm gonna laugh at the fact that we could have gotten that before. I was just anticipating a difficult boss fight, so I said I'll leave it till later. But anyway, now we can celebrate that we have that. So if we sit here, I can put my tools on. Nice. So it's cool that we get to have the same amount. I'm a big fan of Threadstorm. I like it because how many enemies are on screen when it's busy, you just throw that shit down. I'm a big fan of that. If we go all the way over to the right-hand side of Far Fields, there is that door that we can open. Unless that's the one that we've already opened. I need to remember there was... we've seen a total of 3, I think. So obviously we've opened 1, and that was the one in Bone Bottom. I don't think we've opened that one because obviously it hasn't been filled out on the map. Felt like there was another one that we'd found, but maybe not. We're going to go right there, and we're going to open up that door, I think. I'll be taking that. We've opened a door. Let's just see what is on the other side. Weave Nest Sindrill. Okay. That's so cool. That's cool. We powered it up. Silk Speed Anklets. Experimental anklets of Weaver make. Draws upon the wearer's own silk to increase sprinting speed. That's pretty cool. Is that all there is to this zone? Maybe. Okay. Alright, let's try this. Increase my sprint speed. That's cool. Honestly, I'm kind of fine with the current sprint speed. Because if I sprint too far, too often, I feel like I get myself into shit and I die. I'm just like zooming through and then I suffer the consequences. But I'm happy with that. We got to do some very nice backtracking here that I'm pleased with. Fleshing out more of existing areas before pushing on to other ones. It seems that where we find ourselves, greymoor has a little bit more up here. And then there is also Shellwood as well. We need to find Chakra so I can buy those pins off her too, so I can start putting some different things on the map. Next time we'll check out that spot in greymoor and then move past the Shellwood. We'll look for the merchant in the lower Shellwood and probably also take that opportunity to get that last purple flower from there as well. Thank you so much for joining me today for this episode of Hollow Knight Silksong. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.